Hi everyone, my name is Parul. Welcome to my channel Parul English Lab. In today's video, I'll talk about as if and as though. One of my students asked this question and I'm really delighted to explain it in detail. So please watch this video till the end because today you are going to learn a lot. Before we move ahead, please like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab and press the bell icon also so that you will get notification every time I upload a new video. Now let's get started. As if and as though. First of all, let me tell you the difference between as if and as though. So students, there is no difference at all. You can use whichever you want to use. It's just that as if is more common, people use it a lot, and as though is less common. Otherwise, they can be used interchangeably. They both are conjunctions, and we know what are conjunctions. I have made quite a few videos on conjunctions. So we know that conjunctions are the words that connect two words, two phrases or two clauses. And as if and as though, they are also conjunctions. Now let's see where we use as if and as though. We use them in two different ways. One, when we talk about an unreal situation. When I say unreal, that means an imagination. That will not happen. That is not the case. Something which is impossible. That's impossible and unreal. So in that case, we can use either as if or as though. Second, we use them to talk about the situation that is real, or you can say that is based on facts and reality. So these are the two ways where we use these conjunctions. First, we'll look at the situation which is unreal and impossible, which is merely an imagination. Now I'll tell you the word order or the structure that we follow when we use as if or as though for unreal situation. So there are four combinations. First is subject, and then comes were, and then the adjective or the noun. This is the first combination. Now second combination is subject, then would, then first form of the verb, V1, first form of the verb. Third combination is subject and second form of the verb, simple past, subject and second form of the verb. And the fourth combination is subject, had, and third form of the verb or past participle form of the verb. So these four combinations we can use when we have to use as if and as though to talk about unreal situation. Now you will understand it once we'll go through the examples. She scolded me as if she were the principal. So here as if is connecting two clauses. First clause is an independent clause. We know what are dependent and independent clauses. We have done it. I have made detailed videos on clauses, phrases, conjunctions. I will mention all the links in description box. So if you haven't watched those videos, then please watch. Then only you will be able to understand it because this is advanced grammar. So in this sentence, she scolded me as if or as though she were a principal. So in first clause, she scolded me. This is an independent clause. She scolded me. This is simple past because I'm talking about the past. Then the conjunction, as if she were the principal. Now, if I say she was the principal, so that means I'm talking about a real situation. Maybe in the past, she was the principal. But here, when I say she were the principal, this shows an imagination. This we have done in second conditional sentences also, wherein we imagine something that is impossible. And same rule we are applying over here as well. So because this is also an unreal situation, because she wasn't a principal or she isn't the principal, so this is completely an unreal situation and merely an imagination. Okay, so she scolded me as if or as though she were the principal. And when I say it, then I clearly know that she is not the principal or she wasn't the principal. So in this case, when there is an imagination, we always use were, not was. Generally with singular third person, he, she, it, we use was, not were. But here we will always use were because this is all about imagination. It's an unreal situation. That's why in this case, we always use were with every subject. Let me give you one more example. He walks as if he were a horse. So here he walks. This is a present situation. That's why I have made it in simple present. He walks how? As if or as though he were a horse. So this is completely an imagination because everybody knows that he is not a horse and he will never be a horse. In present or future, this is not going to happen. So that's why this is an imagination, and that's why we are using were, not was. He were a horse. He acted as if he were rich. So he acted, this is in simple past. In the past, he acted as if he were rich. But in reality, he is not rich. So the main clause can be in any tense, but when you are talking about the imagination and unreal situation using as if or as though, then the second clause will always have were, not was in this situation. I don't like him. Why? Because he behaves as if he were a king. So this means that again this is an imagination because he is not a king. In reality, he isn't a king. So I don't like him because he behaves as if or as though he were a king. Imagination, that's why I'm using were here. Now look at this sentence. She looked at me as if I were lying. So in reality, I wasn't lying. Whatever I was saying, that was the truth. But she looked at me as if I were lying. So this way also you can frame a sentence in continuous tense as well. I were lying. But again, the helping verb that you will use, that should be were always, not was. So I'm saying I were lying. So this means everybody knows that I wasn't lying. In reality, I was not lying, but that was the imagination. So she looked at me as if or as though I were lying. She looked at me as if I were dying. In reality, I wasn't, but an imagination, she looked at me as if I were dying. So this way, in this situation, an imagination, you will always use were. Now second combination is subject and would and first form of the verb. So we use would when we have a main action in the sentence, a main verb in the sentence. And this we have done in second condition also. Second condition is all about this. We use if clause with would and first form of the verb because there we talk about the imagination. I have made a detailed video on all conditional sentences. I will mention all the links. Please watch those videos if you haven't yet. Now let me give you some examples. She talks as if she would know everything. So again, this is an imagination, as if she would know everything. So she is the subject, then would, and then first form of the verb, which is know. As if she would know everything. So this is an imagination. In reality, she doesn't know anything. So she acts as if she would know everything. The cat pounced at me as if it would kill me. So here again an imagination. I know a small cat cannot kill me, but this is an imagination. So the cat pounced at me as if it would kill me. Again subject, would and first form of the verb. Now these kind of sentences can also be constructed in simple past. For example, the cat pounced at me as if it killed me. So it would kill me or it killed me. In this case, the meaning is same. It is up to you how you want to frame your sentence. Would is more common. She talks as if she knew everything. She would know everything or she knew everything. Again, this is an imagination. So this way also you can frame a sentence. Either use subject, would and first form of the verb, or subject and second form of the verb. You can also make negative sentences. For example, she pretended as if she didn't know anything or she wouldn't know anything. So again, this is an imagination. This means that in reality, she knew everything or she knows everything. But she pretended as though or as if she didn't know anything or she wouldn't know anything. The last combination in this situation, the situation of imagination, is subject had and V3 or third form of the verb. So we use this combination with simple present tense. For example, she seems as if she hadn't kept well for days. So she seems, first clause, the independent clause is in simple present, and then the second clause after as if is with had and third form of the verb. So this way you can use this third combination, subject, had and V3. It seems as if she hadn't kept well for days. You look as if you hadn't slept for a week. Now please keep one thing in mind, that if the first clause, the main clause, is in simple past, then you cannot frame the second clause with had. Then it has to be either in simple past or with would in this situation. So this way we use as if or as though to talk about an unreal situation or something that is impossible, an imaginary situation. Now let's talk about the real situation. When we use as if or as though to talk about the real situation, when something is possible or something is real for a real situation, then we actually don't need any combination. We can use these conjunctions with different combination of tenses depending upon our situation or what we are trying to convey. For example, he looks as if he knows the answer. So this means that he knows the answer. This is a real situation. It's not that he doesn't know the answer and he is trying to pretend something else. No, this is the real situation. He looks as if he knows the answer. So he looks, this is simple present. As if, second clause is also in simple present. As if he knows the answer. So here I am using simple present and simple present. It seems as if it will rain. So here first clause is in simple present and the second clause is in simple future, because we know that we cannot have two clauses in future tense in the same sentence. So that's grammatically incorrect. So that's why here we are talking about a real situation. I come out of the office and I see it's all stormy, it's dark and it will rain. So it's a real situation. So that's why I'm framing this sentence like this. It seems as if it will rain. He talks as if he doesn't know anything. So this is again a real situation. Whenever he talks, it seems as if he doesn't know anything. So it's simple present and simple present. He speaks, simple present, as if or as though he doesn't know anything, again simple present but a negative sentence. It looks as if she has completed her work. So it looks, this is simple present, as if she has completed her work, this is present perfect. So this means that she is roaming around and she is not on a desk. So it seems as if she has completed her work. She has done her work. So it looks as if she has completed her work. So this way when we use as if or as though to talk about real situation, then we actually don't need a specific combination. Then we can use any combination. We have done tenses, we know how to use them. So depending upon our idea, we can make the combination and we can frame different kind of sentences. One last thing I want to tell you about as if or as though. Sometimes in spoken English, we substitute like for as if or as though. So you can also say, it seems like it will rain. So in place of as if or as though, you can use like. It has the same meaning in this situation. It seems like he doesn't know anything. It looks like she has completed her work. So this was all about as if and as though. Now please revise. It's very easy and I hope that after watching this video, you will never have a problem with as if and as though. Now please start using as if or as though in your everyday conversation, and please like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab, and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Thank you, take care, have a great day.